Series premiere of Batwoman debuted last night. It was great too. Very fierce. You may have recognized a few Chicago landmarks while watching, and that's because Chicago is once again the backdrop for Gotham City. I sat down with Batwoman's executive producer Dries to hear why Chicago is the perfect city for the series.
When we started developing Batwoman, we thought, how do we elevate this show as the next level of Arrowverse show? And there are so many Arrowverse shows that we just needed to find an aesthetic difference. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, so I obviously grew up with Chicago in my backyard, and I just love the rivers. I love that even though it's not an island, it can kind of feel like you're on an island, and Gotham is an island, several islands. So it was important for me just to really make the show visually stand out. The Chicago Board of Trade is positioned in a really unique way on those streets. There's this director named Christopher Nolan, and he took a stab at the Batman movies, and he used that as Wayne Tower, and we thought, it wasn't a bad idea. Maybe we should do the same thing. But I think, being there and being boots on the ground, standing in front of that building, I think I saw what he saw, which is there's so much scope looking down LaSalle. Those streets, the buildings are they're old, and they all have character and charm, and the street just kind of goes down forever. What's really unique to the city is that when you're standing at these high vantage points, which Batwoman does a lot because she's Batwoman and she's looking down at her city, the city is imposing and really impressive because the buildings are so tall. But the way that the buildings are spaced out around the city, there's a breadth to it that the buildings don't feel like they're on top of you. So you get so much scope from these high vantage points. And over here, it'll be Art Deco, and over here it's modern, and over here it's something else. So you're the buildings, like the city, have so much diversity to them.
It's really awesome to see your city on the screen, right? And that cool Chicago scenery, the imagery, the same feeling you had when you saw The Dark Knight, kind of the same feeling you have here seeing all that. What do you guys think of the premiere?
Well, I gotta say that I'm a huge Batman fan. That's like the one superhero I get behind. So you go into any new project with hope, and then you always never know what's gonna happen. I was really kind of blown away by the thing. A real cool twist at the end. No spoilers, of course.
Don't tell people what happens. They can catch up.
There's a twist at the end. That's all I'm saying.
So I want to
watch it.
I want to see what her gear, her uniform, I don't know what to call it,
her
uniform, her suit, what her suit is gonna look like. Well, not look like, but what it will be able to do.
Yeah.
Because like Batman had all the features with the cape
because
and
we didn't see too much of the suit, so I'm hoping in later episodes we'll see more.
And amen to LGBT actors and actresses or characters being portrayed on the screen too, as well.
And John, I'm like you, a big Batman fan. I'm looking forward to seeing what Batman villains are going to show up, what Batman characters. If you know some comic history, some of these characters have some connections, and you've been set up for the future. It's pretty interesting.
I don't know them, but you do, so I'll just wait, and you can let me know what's going to be happening.
As the nerd correspondent.
Yes.
Well, guys, you can catch Batwoman Sunday nights at 7 p.m. right here on CW26.